Canada Dry Ginger Ale, sponsor of today's video. Not really, I bought these. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Today's Father's Day. I think it's the 19th or 20th. Anyways, it's Father's Day, and my wife and my daughter got me this. I told them I wanted a camping stove, and just so happened Costco had one, and it appears to be a nice one. We're going to check it out. This is going to be the unboxing. It's called the Camp Chef Tundra Pro 16. If you've ever been on this channel before, you know what these are, but they have the hardware inside. So you know what that means. We've got to get access to this hardware. So we can probably chunk. All right, we'll need that. Looks like we got some spacers on either end, probably to keep from getting bent. We'll get those out. Got a couple corner pieces. Get those out. And this thing is heavy. I'll go ahead and tell you that now. I'm talking about heavy. Let's rip this plastic. Let's see if I can get access to these grippers here. Oh yeah. Now we can get rid of that box. Straps. I have to go ahead and rip that plastic up. Oh yeah, this is heavy. This might be the heaviest part of the package. Let's see what's in here. Always cut away from yourself. Do as I say, not as I do. That's actually the cast iron griddle that goes on the grill. That explains why it was the heaviest part of the package. So the griddle surface itself looks good. We'll see how the coating goes. It's got a little bit of oil on it, I think, oil residue, yeah, to keep it from rusting. Some blemishes in the coating, but overall it doesn't look bad. It is a, I'd say, close to a quarter. Doesn't look quite quarter, but it looks close. Lots of packaging. Lots and lots of packaging. One thing I will say about Costco is, and everything I've got from Costco seems to be pretty good quality. There's a handle on each end. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this thing up on one end to get this out and get this packaging out of our way. They've got the grate locked in there with some self-tapping screws on one end and a wing nut on the other end. What in the? It looks like a wing nut that's been welded on there. That's strange. Oh, it's an actual wing nut with a threaded rod on it. So you have to unscrew that bolt from this hook on one end. It's got 3 nice size burners, and then there's a cardboard box in here. It looks like it might have the legs in it. This chair's gonna kill me before it's over with. And there's something in this package here as well. I guess we might as well go ahead and open it, so we'll know. This is an unboxing, right? Some type of clip-on backsplash, maybe? Looks like a clip-on backsplash. to maybe keep grease and stuff from splashing on whatever's behind you, I guess, if you got it set up by your camper. I don't see that staying in there, but for now we'll leave it. We gotta get these legs out of here. All right. Why it pays to have a knife. All right, we got 2 R's. I guess that stands for Randy. We got 2 L's. See those L's there? And then we got what appears to be a drip pan. A drip pan for grease or whatnot. Yep. Aluminum liners can be purchased at campchef.com. Oh yeah. Gotta keep that income coming in. And then there's some handles for your burners. They look like they just slide on. I don't see any set screws or anything. They just slide on the knobs. They're decent quality plastic. All right, let's find that hardware. So there's one huge wing nut with a stud in it. So I guess it's a wing bolt. There's a huge wing bolt. And then there's 4 regular bolts with washers and lock nuts. So since there's 4 regular, and there's 4 legs, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we probably gotta put these on the legs. We'll put it all in this tray for now so we can keep track of it. Here's a right. Okay, one's a snap. One's a little spring stud. So you can see it right there. Just push it in and it pops back out. So that's going to be part of the swivel up. So it says R, the other one says L. So I'm assuming right, and right's going to go. Let's just give it a look-see real quick. Let's see. If it was able to lock in there. It would have to lock in like this. And then when it swings down, it would swing down like that, which is perfect. So this is how it's got to go. I'm assuming the lock nut's going to go to the middle, so it won't be sticking out, facing the outside of the grill. So we're just going to get them started for now. Here's another R. That's going to go here. So we need 2 washers, a bolt, and a lock nut. I'm going to do this one the same way. Washer, front of the bolt. Should be a hole right near there. All the way through to the back. Washer and a lock nut. And when this one pivots, it should pivot. Should pivot right here and fold up even, yeah. Okay. It's not too bad. Let's set those down. Don't forget, they're not tight. I just got them hand tight. Whew, it's hot out here today on this Father's Day. And I do mean hot. So we're gonna go here. We'll go ahead and put this one in the front. gonna put a washer on the nut, on the bolt. Line the bolt up with the hole. Can't really see what I'm doing, but getting pretty close for not being able to see, huh? All right, we'll start that one. Start it enough it won't fall off. We'll grab our other left. And we're facing, the way I'm doing this is I'm using the L for left. So of course it's not my left, it's your left when you're looking at the video. But then I'm using the spring pin. I'm facing that outside. So if I was folding the legs up, I would be outside the grill, folding them to the inside. And I'm taking one of the longer bolts, putting a flat washer on it, getting another flat washer and a lock nut, and I'm going bolt on the outside so that the overhang, which is about looks like it's going to be about a half an inch or more, is actually going to be on the inside. That way it's away from anybody operating the grill. That way they don't have to worry about snagging it or getting it hung on anything when they're walking around the grill. I think this may actually supposed to stay in it. So that's the hook. And you hook it on the very end of the grate on the left side. And there's a little space where you can put this wing nut through. Or this wing stud, I'll call it, since it has threads. You put it through and tighten it, and that holds this end of the grate in, actually holds the whole grate in, so it won't just like fly anywhere. We've still got this wing stud, I guess we'll call it too. This will be the griddle itself. So if you're gonna cook with a griddle, you'll sit that over one of the eyes. Probably doesn't matter which one, you just pick whichever one you want to use it on. And you've got these. So straight up. Make sure I got them in the right spot. It appears I do. Oh yeah. I just needed a good push. I'm actually very impressed right now. This one's a little bit off, it's not straight. There it goes, it was just turned in the package. Bump those just for good measure. And like I say, I'm not 100% sure what this is for, but it says trays. Something about drip trays. Do not handle aluminum liners, can be purchased from Camp Chef. I'm assuming that that's going to hang on it somewhere. Where, I don't particularly know. Well, never mind. There's a drip hole in the end of this. There's a hole in the end of this skillet one, so the grease can run out of there and into this drip tray. So it's got to go right there. It's got to go on the left side of wherever your tray's at. And then this appears to be a fancy backsplash. I guess I'll have to read the instructions to find out what all this is. But it looks like this is a fancy backsplash. You just, it goes right inside the steel and then clips over the outer edge. But it all slides in place so you can disassemble it and reassemble it when you're in your camping area, I guess. They tell you to take the screws out of that plate. Oh no, they don't. They tell you to slide it out of that plate. So that plate actually stays in there. So I can put that plate back. This might go in the bottom. They show a tray in the bottom with a wing nut holding it in there. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, it's to hold that backsplash. You fold the backsplash up and you secure it to the bottom when you're putting the thing up. There you go. So this can go back in. That can actually go back in to stay. And then this will hold the backsplash in the bottom. I'm gonna pause the video real quick and go get an Allen wrench so we can finish the assembly real quick. All right guys, I found an 11mm socket, and I don't know what size Allen this was. You don't want to tighten these all the way up because it's still got a pivot on this screw, but you do want to tighten it up to where the lock nut is engaged with the bolt itself. Pivot bolts that bolt the legs on, they're in there. They're tight. They're good to go. And I was gonna collapse it down into its storage, I guess, position or mode, but I think we're gonna extend this unboxing. Maybe we'll call it an unboxing and first use video. All right, guys. I don't have anything ready to cook right now, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out and make sure it lights up and get a shot of the burners. Make sure they look good. Oh man, I can hear it. Oh wow. Oh yeah. You're not gonna be able to see it on the camera, but it's got a nice burn to it. Oh yeah. It reminds me kind of a fish fryer style burner. They're actually shooting flames out. You can't see it on the camera, or at least I can't see it. But it's shooting flames out, probably good blue flame, 2 inches, 1 inch to 2 inches tall, and then there's red flames, tips on it, another 2 inches past that. They all look like they're burning good and they're putting out good heat. You can hear them roaring. I'm gonna turn that first one off. Let's kill that second one. Kill the third one. So far, it's a good solid recommendation from me. Costco does a good job. I haven't had much stuff from them that I've been disappointed in at all. I think this is a good little camping stove. All right. When I get my first cook on it, I'll make a short or something to add to this video or release a new one. All right, y'all be good out there. Don't forget to subscribe.